Uh, Let us start with Eclipse ID and the topic which we left behind, and that is related to array. And then we are going to start today, that is generic. uh, okay, collection. Okay, so we are going to learn. We just started what is collection. And before starting collection, you should know more about the array. Okay, so I already created a process map. Okay, so this is, I'm talking about an array here. Okay, so whenever you are creating any kind of what the references at that time, uh, you people are storing the information inside the array here. Okay, so let me show. So there are two type of what the data. So let me explain the two type of data every programming language has. Okay, and those two type of data are known as two type of data the people are storing. Okay, inside the मेमोरी मेमोरी में दो टाइप के डेटा हमेशा स्टोर हो जाते हैं. ओके, एंड वन इज the called as a value type and another is called as a reference type. Okay, so there is a value type, okay, also known as a primitive data type. Meta primitive data type, and the second is a reference type. Okay, so that is called as a non primitive data type, or you can say that derived data type here, which is derived from primitive data type. So primitive data type is also known as a fundamental data type here. Okay, so value type, they are fixed in size. Okay, fixed in size means they are allocating the fixed memory variable, fixed size, and accordingly the people are calling that. For example, car stands for 1 byte. Okay, 1 byte in C and C++, and in Java it is a 2 bytes here. Okay, because we are considering the in other language, char is 1 byte here only, so it's occupying the memory of 2 bytes in Java because we are including a Unicode system. So Unicode,
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Someone is waiting.
हाँ, सो यूनिकोड इज, अरे भाई, ये लोग टाइम पे नहीं आएंगे तो मैं अभी नेक्स्ट टाइम से मैं उनको ऐड नहीं करूंगा. ओके, those who joined late, please don't expect me to add in a session. Okay, and please don't remind me to add those people, okay, in a session if they are not coming on a time. Okay. Mhm. So char is a 2 bytes in Java and 1 byte in a what, 1 byte in the what do you call C and C++. Then you people are talking about, basically if you see the data and when you are handling a data, so there are two type of data here. One is numeric and another is character, find out or character kind of what the data, and third one is a mix kind of what the data. So when you are talking about numeric, then we are talking about something uh, related to numbers, that is integer and real number. Okay, and when you are talking about character, then there is a single character and the multiple character here. Okay, also known as a string here. So if you are going to use more than one character, then you are forming a string here, and it's a combination of number and character is called as a mixed data type. For example, date. Okay, so date is a combination of characters and numbers here. Okay, so if you use today's date, then you may write 25 Jan. Jan is a character, 25 is a numeric. Okay, so accordingly, all programming language, whatever I can explain, that is a concept. Please understand, and I always preferred the explanation in the form of concept. Okay, मैं concept के concept को दिमाग में लेके ही explanation लूँगा, किसी specific programming language की बात नहीं करूँगा मैं. Okay, so when we are talking about the something which is related to data type, and when we are saying that it is character data type. Okay, similarly there is a, if you as per your character concerns, that then there are two kind of data type. One is car and another is was string here. Okay, again string is related to it's not fixed in size. Whatever the characters you are using, accordingly string is taking that. Okay, so car string are there, and that's why we are not using string as a value type, because it's a dynamic. So whenever the fixed size is there, then you people are thinking about the value type. So int, in case of Java, it is bytes, and there is a short int, long int data type available. Then there is a float when you are handling the real numbers. At that time you people are using a float. And then there is a 8 bytes occupied by double, and after that there is a void which actually occupying 0 byte here. Okay, so we can't declare a void data type, but we can return some empty information in a written data type of any method or function. So basically we are not declaring void I, or we are not declaring void uh, some xyz. Okay, so we are not declaring any kind of what the variable of void type, but we can use void as a written data type. And there is a bool also, and bool is a logical, I can say, the or boolean. So some people are calling a boolean, some people are calling the special data type, which actually generate a true and false value. Okay, and there are two state of boolean data type, and that is true and false. So why I'm actually showing you this value type, because generic is required. Generic type, when you are required, all generic data types are actually based on the primitive data type. So if you are not knowing the value type and the size of what that data type, you are not understand the reference data type here. So when you are talking about char, so it's occupying 2 bytes in a memory here, and you are going to store the you are going to store the respective data into it. For example, if I'm saying car ch equal to a, so what is this a means? So a is nothing but a value inside that variable here. Okay, so if you see, a is a value, and each variable has a name and address here. So if I'm saying a is a name, so program is nothing to do, actually it is for programmer understanding that he is declaring this variable as a ch and the value is a. But according to the compilation or all other stuff, always memory is remain or understand or read by their address. Okay, so when you are talking about that, each memory variable has an address. So this is an address of an memory variable here. So here I'm saying it is address of mem variable. Okay, so address of memory variable, and this is address a value of what the memory variable. So if I'm saying that it is a value of what the memory variable. Okay, so if you keep on checking, hello, who is there? Please check your mic and mute. Okay, so this is again the name of memory variable here. So name of memory variable is according to our requirement, and we are actually declaring those variable and assigning some value to it. Same thing is taking place for int, float, double, void, and it has a range. Okay, and if you see that there is nothing to do with what char means character. अभी जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो ध्यान में रखो. Okay, that is very important. Even though if you are storing a ch value as a character, that doesn't mean you people are not able to store the numeric value. So in ch also you are able to store the numeric value here, but every numeric value is represent some character, and that is and it is get stored in the form of the number only, and those code are known as American standard code for information interchange. Okay, if you have actually information interchange, if you want to check, and if you're having a separate numeric pad, do one thing. You just check your notepad. Okay, and in that notepad hold down alt key here. Okay, and press 65 from the keyboard. It will print a character A here. Okay, so you can do this practice at home. Okay, but you should know, you should have the numeric keypad in your laptop or in other devices here. Okay, and it is only possible in laptop or desktop. Okay, don't try in a your mobile. Okay, so what happened here? So when you are printing A, so it gets stored 65 value. It gets stored 65 value because according to the compiler, 65 means A. Okay, and so if you write India, INDIA, okay, small India or capital India, so every time the it stored the two different value here. Okay, so lowercase and uppercase. So for each characters, so it actually sending something called as a 8 binary digits. Okay, known as a 8 bits here. Okay, and 8 bits become a 1 byte. Okay, so nice explanation I have given in my uh, video. Okay, of Java, so you can see those video. My LMS is my entire server is in trouble, so it's changed the value IP address pool. So I'm from last week I'm actually resetting that, so it take one more day, and then after that all those things are available there. Okay, so I will intimate you once the things are what restore properly. So by the time I will put all the information in Google uh, Google Classroom. Okay, so you can take from there. So what is reference type here? So reference type is not fixed in size. It's not fixed in size. उसका size fix नहीं है. Okay, not fixed in size. So it's a dynamic. Okay, and if it is dynamic, then it's keep on changing the what value. So it's keeps on changing the size. So that is the reason I explained here. So we people are not using a pointer in Java. That doesn't mean pointer is not exist. So pointer concept is exist here in Java, and that is called as a reference variable here. Okay, and we are not declaring like int star ptr kind of what the thing. But if you are, whenever you are using new and delete operator, that means you are actually referring and giving a reference to what that, and that is the reason we are declaring an array in different way here. So if I'm declaring an array here in Java, so I have to declare an array in this way. So I'm declaring an array, so int number. Okay, and we are not putting any size here. Okay, so declaration is taking place, and then I'm using new int, and here I'm putting a size 5. What do you mean by this? If you see, so there is a number who are holding the base address of an array here. Okay, so there are array of what, 5 elements. So if I'm using, these are the 5 elements array, and I keep on creating these 5 elements of an array, and each has an address here. Okay, so the first address of the variable is, suppose I'm using the first address of an variable here. Okay, and that is 1001. Okay, just for your reference, I'm using this 1001, and I keep on adding these variable, that is an size of what, the variable. So if I'm duplicating, not size, this is an address of a variable, and the next variable address is in a difference of what, the 4 bytes. So is each one is occupying what, the 4 bytes. So addresses I'm showing here is 1009, and this is 1013, and this is 1017. Okay, so uh, my static variable is there, and these are the dynamic वेरिएबल, एनोनिमस वेरिएबल जिनका नाम नहीं है, हम उसको बोल सकते हैं बेनामी वेरिएबल है ये. ओके, इनको नाम नहीं है, लेकिन ये एक वेरिएबल है, इसको नाम है, और इसका भी एक एड्रेस है. ओके, सो सपोज दिस वेरिएबल हैज एड्रेस 2001, and the name of that variable is number. Okay, who is a reference variable, who is a reference variable, and who is holding the address of who is holding the address of your uh, entire array, base address of what, an entire array as an value. So 1001 is holding. What is the advantage, that also we are going to see here. So if I'm saying this is a reference variable, who are referring the first element of an array here. Okay, so I'm just showing this is a first element of an array. Oh, and my number is holding this address. So then I'm just increasing the address size by, if I simply type number plus plus plus. Okay, so if I'm adding number plus plus, then automatically the addresses get increased, and it's pointing out to the next element of an array. Okay, so it's keep on checking the next element of the array from the base address. So there are two ways. Either you choose put the value in this form. Okay, and if you are saying so number, and if you are writing like this, number plus 0, means you are accessing the first element here. Okay, so there are two way of representing an array element here. Either you are putting inside what, the square bracket, or you are putting inside the base address plus number of steps. The both meaning are the same here. सो द एक्सेसिंग इज टेकिंग प्लेस लाइक दिस. इन सबको नाम नहीं रहते हैं, इनको एक ही रेफरेंस वेरिएबल होता है, इसलिए हम वो लोग बोलते हैं कि इट इज एन बेस एड्रेस. So array name is holding the base address. So it's referring. Why it's saying dynamic? So instead of 5, if I'm saying I want to access a 7 element, so in that case, two more elements is get added here. Okay, and my scalability of an array is increase and decrease according to my requirement here. Okay, and it will take some more addresses here from the location. Availability से मेरे को ये addresses मिलेंगे. Okay, like this. So if I keep on increasing the size, the scalability is possible in my reference type, and that is the reason they are not fixed in size. So here I'm talking about an integer array here. Okay, and so this is an array of integer kind, so I'm saying this is the name of an array here. So here I'm writing this is the name of an array which holding the size base address. Okay, so it's holding the base address of entire array. So I can say it is a reference variable. मैं इसको reference variable बोल सकता हूँ. Okay, so it is also known as reference variable. So दो टाइप के वेरिएबल रहते हैं, जो फिक्स इन साइज में रहते हैं, और दूसरा साइज फिक्स नहीं रहता है because it's generating the. So what are the different reference variable you people are using here? So the first one is array, second one is structure. So what if I want to do a collection of नॉन न्यूमरिक टाइप, मुझे कलेक्शन चाहिए और वो कलेक्शन मुझे न्यूमरिक टाइप का means similar kind of collection I don't want. I want a collection of different kind here. Okay, तो मैं इस कलेक्शन को डिराइव डेटा टाइप बोलूंगा. तो if I'm creating an array here, so if I'm creating an array, so I can create array of an integer. Okay, I can create the array of a float, I can create array of a character, I can create array of what, the double. तो जितने भी प्रिमिटिव डेटा टाइप है उन सब के एरे मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. ये अंकित तिवारी भाई साहब, आप क्यों आते हो? अटेंडेंस के लिए आते हो तो मत आ जाओ, क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम भी आपने क्या किया था, लास्ट 5 मिनट के लिए आया था. इफ यू फील दैट कि अटेंडेंस देना है तो उसका चिंता मत करो. अटेंडेंस is not important. I will mark you as a present. Okay, the actual session is important. Okay, so if you feel that the session important है तो time पे आ जा. Okay, so here I'm talking about the value type and the reference type. So let us move to the this part, array nodes again. Okay, so this is a process map we are talking about, and this is the new information which I share right now. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हम array है. What if I'm so this is a, I can say it is a one kind of data structure. So it's a collection. I'm going to give a different words. So collection of similar kind of data, kind of data under one name. Okay, so array is a collection of similar kind of data. So what is the structure then? So structure is also collection of dissimilar kind of data. So dissimilar kind of data under one name. Okay, so what if I'm using this is a reference type, ये सब reference type है, तो ये सब reference type हम इस तरह से कर सकते हैं। तो इसका डिक्लेरेशन तो हमने देखा है। अगर मुझे स्ट्रक्चर का डिक्लेरेशन देखना है तो I can create a structure called as a student and which has a data member roll number which is an integer kind and which has string name. Okay, so name which is a string kind, so integer string, and third is the percentage, okay, which is a float kind here. So I want to create a collection of this kind of what the structure kind of data here. So in that case I'm going to create an array of dissimilar kind of data. So this is my student object. Okay, so whenever you create the student object, you people are using this. So this is an integer kind which occupying 4 bytes here. Okay, so if I'm saying it is a 4 bytes uh, reserved for roll number, and then another some x byte is reserved for some, I can say, for name, and it is again name is uh, using some number of what the bytes to store the name. So again string is a dynamic, so that's why I'm not able to show what is exact size here. So it's keep on changing here. So if you use a correct if you're using a character and you're specifying an array of characters, then you can see the size of an array here. Similarly, for percentage has a 4 bytes, but it is again occupying 4 bytes because but it stores the numeric data here. So in that case, if you see, this is an array of dissimilar kind of data, and you can check the roll number, okay, and another data for the name and the percentage. So people are accessing these by using a dot operator here. Okay, if you are using a pointer, then you are using arrow operator in case of C, but in case of Java, you people are using, you are not using a pointer, so you are using a dot operator to access the data member of each array. So here if I'm creating, you already know, okay, so that is the reason I'm using student is equal to new student here. So what is this new? New means it's indicate that the S is created is going to create inside the stack, and new student, that is anonymous array of structure kind, will create or structure array which is created inside the heap, and ace is holding the address. So whenever there is a new, that means you are actually creating a reference variable. So these operator indicate that you are creating a reference variable. Okay, so this is an operator, okay, who are responsible for creating a reference variable. तो जितने भी वेरिएबल आप क्रिएट कर रहे हो वो रेफरेंस वेरिएबल क्रिएट कर रहे हो, ये समझने का. ओके, so whenever you want to delete something, then you choose delete, means you are deleting a reference variable address and you are freeing these memory. uh, तो जैसे रास्ते के कुत्ते रहते हैं और घर में पेट रहते हैं, ओके, पाले हुए कुत्ते रहते हैं, तो रास्ते के कुत्ते रहते हैं, उनको म्यूनसिपैलिटी गाड़ी पकड़ के ले जाती है, ओके, अगर वो तकलीफ देते हैं लोगों को, तो वो कोई रिजर्व चीज नहीं, एनी वन कैन वॉट टेक एंड उस कुत्ते को कोई भी मारता है, कोई भी खाना देता है, ओके सो जैसे अवेलेबिलिटी है वैसे द पीपल आर बिहेविंग मिसबिहेविंग, दोनों चीज, गुड बिहेवियर भी होता है, मिसबिहेवियर भी होता है रास्ते के कुत्तों के साथ। लेकिन जब घर में हम लोग कोई भी कुत्ता पालते हैं या कोई भी पेट पालते हैं तो हम उसके गले में पट्टा रखते हैं, तो इट्स समथिंग, दिस particular animal is belongs to me and it is only accessed by me, so no one else allowed to access that particular pet, हम इसे बोल सकते हैं। तो reference variable is like that, once the variable is actually holding and reserved by some reference variable, so no one can access other uh, other variable cannot, means location cannot access by other part, okay, या किसी दूसरे से हम उसको एक्सेस नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो ध्यान में रखिए ये रेफरेंस वेरिएबल इस तरह से होता है। तो ये एरे खाली नहीं है, ओके, सो एरे इज देयर, स्ट्रक्चर इज आल्सो देयर, comes under reference variable। Sometimes we need to generate some array where you want to assign some numeric value to character kind of what array, okay। तो हम enumerated array बनाते हैं, so that is also one kind of what reference variable, and you can generate enumerated array। जैसे हमें blood group है, ओके, तो ब्लड ग्रुप मुझे पता है कि अलग अलग टाइप के ब्लड ग्रुप रहते हैं, जैसे मैंने ओ लिखा है और यहाँ पे मैंने ए लिखा है, बी लिखा है, ओके, और ए बी लिखा है, और ओ पॉजिटिव है और ए बी पॉजिटिव है, व्हाटएवर, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, ऑल दीज आर ब्लड ग्रुप एंड आई वांट टू कंपेयर दिस। तो मैं किसी कैरेक्टर के साथ कंपेयर नहीं कर सकता हूँ, या कोई मुझे स्पेसिफिक ऑप्शन चाहिए तो मुझे उसको न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू में कन्वर्ट करना है। सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द position I can say it, or I can assign some number to what the existing character, okay, and I can use this for comparison, okay, and I can do some numeric calculation on it, okay। तो हम इन्यूमरेटेड वेरिएबल बनाते हैं, जैसे मैंने डेज का एक एरे बनाया, और यहाँ पे ये हमेशा यूज होने वाले एग्जांपल मैं बता रहा हूँ, और यहाँ में संडे, मंडे, ओके, ट्यूसडे, वेनसडे मैं लिख रहा हूँ, और थर्सडे एंड फ्राइडे एंड सैटरडे एंड संडे, ये 7 अलग अलग टाइप के क्या है मेरे पास इन्यूमरेटेड कलेक्शन है, मैं बोल सकता हूँ। तो जब मैं इस कलेक्शन को चाहता हूँ कि अभी आज टुडे इज अ ट्यूसडे एंड आई वांट टू नो आफ्टर 2 डेज कौन सा डे आने वाला है, ओके, सो आई कैन ऐड डेज वन में अगर मैं 2 ऐड करता हूँ, ओके, करंट डे में मैं 2 ऐड करता हूँ, तो इट शुड प्रिंट द थर्सडे देयर, okay, but it is not possible when you are handling a character kind of data। तो हम उसको इनम बनाते हैं, और जितने भी कैरेक्टर काइंड ऑफ वैल्यू है हम उसको न्यूमेरिक पोजीशन देते हैं, एंड वी कैन डू सम ऑपरेशन लाइक एडिशन, सब्ट्रैक्शन, ओके, एंड वी कैन फाइंड आउट द रिलेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन एंड रिट्राइव द रिलेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन। तो इन्यूमरेटेड एरे आपको इस तरह से बताएगा, और ये इन्यूमरेटेड एरे हम लोग यूज करते हैं कलेक्शन में। अभी एक होता है कि यार स्ट्रक्चर तो है, तो स्ट्रक्चर है तो क्लास और स्ट्रक्चर में डिफरेंस क्या है, बिकॉज क्लास एंड स्ट्रक्चर बोथ आर सेम, बिकॉज कलेक्शन ऑफ डिसिमिलर डेटा टाइप under one name, and class is also collection of dissimilar data type under one name, okay। So what is the difference here? The difference is a protection difference is there by default, बाकी कौन सा difference है ही नहीं उसके अंदर, एक ही difference है, by default the methods of structures are public and by default the class methods are protected, okay, but the behavior of class and structures are same, So whatever I explained right now through a structure, the same I can explain in the same example I can explain in a class. So I'm not going to do that. So instead of keyword struct, I'm going to replace this with the class. So this is another रेफरेंस टाइप. तो मुझे कभी कभी ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाती है कि मुझे रन टाइम में डिसाइड होना पड़ता है कि what kind of collection I want to create. ओके, तो मुझे पता है कि अलग अलग टाइप के कलेक्शंस हम कर सकते हैं या array कर सकते हैं. So array is a collection. So when we are talking about data structure, okay, so and data structure is nothing but a collection in Java and collection in C sharp here. Okay, so you know there are two kind of what data structure. One is linear and another is non-linear. And when you are talking about the linear data structure, then you are saying it is an array, okay, and then stack, okay, then you can say queue. Okay, so array, stack, queue, all are list, known as a linked list. Okay, so all are what the linear data structure. और in सब linear data structure आपने सीखा हुआ है सब application में. And this is a non-linear structure. So when you are talking about tree, okay, और binary tree और उन सब के आपको अलग अलग क्या मिलेंगे. You will get the example of what those non-linear structure. So what linear in nature? So they are using the collection, and all those collections are available inside the Java. Okay, so when you are talking about array, so Java is providing something called as a array list. Okay, तो जावा को एरे लिस्ट बनाना है, लेकिन वो एरे लिस्ट बनाएगा कैसे. ओके, जावा इज गोइंग टू use any kind of what the type here. Okay, so in that case, when you are talking about generic collections, means you are going to talk about generic type here. Okay, so let us see what is generic collection and what is generic type here. Okay, so if you see my uh, I have I'm actually uh, taking a practical in last year also. So theory and practical साथ साथ में जाता था, लेकिन अभी मैं कुछ एग्जाम्पल लेने वाला हूँ वहाँ से ही. एंड आप प्रैक्टिकल उसी के बेस पे करो. सो अकीला मैम विल शेयर द respective what the document here. So I just showing a lot of example I have created here. Okay, so let me check in Google Drive. So this is my advanced journal. Okay, so I'm just uh, and it is according to the syllabus which is said by यूनिवर्सिटी. ओके, तो यूनिवर्सिटी में जो सिलेबस में लिस्ट दिया हुआ है प्रैक्टिकल का, उसी प्रैक्टिकल को मैंने क्या किया है. दिस इज द फॉन्ट आई लाइक मोस्ट. ओके, एंड दैट इज इम्पैक्ट फॉन्ट, and this is the list of what the practical. So I'm going to complete these 5 practical and explain all those kind of what the, and you are supposed to uh, okay, you are supposed to create do this practical by your own and create this journal here. So there are 7 category. If you see total 10 category, and each 10 category examples are there here. Okay, and it's divided into the various part here. Okay, the first is Java generic, and then I'm going to explain the list interface. Then I'm going to explain the set interface. So what is list, what is set, what is map. Okay, And what is lambda expression? We are going to check these six different practical. Okay, so total 30 practicals we are going to do. Okay, when we are starting the respective तो आप यहाँ पे देखोगे ये सब प्रैक्टिकल हमने क्या किए, क्रिएट किए हैं. ओके, और उसके सब टोटल जावा फाइल भी थे मेरे, बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू शेयर यू बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू डू over there. So you will get that demonstration, and here the output is there. This is a part which we are using here. So if you look at this example, so same kind of example I'm going to create here, and it is according to the so don't copy paste. Okay, हम लोग यहाँ पे देखने वाले हैं डायरेक्टली और यही एग्जांपल हम करने वाले हैं. ओके, सो इफ यू सी माय नेम इज आल्सो देयर. ओके, मुझे आदत है कि किसी भी comments में I always keep my name here. Okay, and I create this particular example. Okay, and you will see all those hash mapping and all those other examples. So total 30 examples I have created here, and you can see this a particular uh, practical regarding what JSP I have created here. Okay, so all practical we are going to do here. So let us move to the statement of what the practical is here, and we are going to understand the basic of that. So what is the first practical? That is, we are going to understand the generic class here. So whenever you are creating a class, you should use a keyword there, and you can define the generic class name, any class name, and this T stands for the type. Okay, so what is the actual use here? I don't know about the data type. I want to create my own data type. So you know what is class? So I can use a class is a collection of similar kind of object under one name. Okay, so class is a blueprint. Okay, so you can create an object by using that specification. Okay, and I can say a class is an template. Okay, so you can create a template so people can create. So now I'm going to give a four definition. The class is user defined data type here. Okay, also known as a UDT, user defined data type. So in this context, तो क्लास के बहुत सारे क्या है, फॉर्म है, हम बोल सकते हैं. तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि क्लास इज अ यूजर डिफाइंड डेटा टाइप. मींस जैसे मैं इंट आई बोलता हूँ तो मुझे पता है कि आई एक वेरिएबल है जो इंटीजर 4 बाइट्स ऑक्यूपाई करेगा. लेकिन मैं स्टूडेंट एस बोलता हूँ तो मैं बोलूँगा एस इज अ वेरिएबल ऑफ स्टूडेंट काइंड who is going to occupy some xyz x bytes. So it depends upon what data member are declared within that particular uh, data member declare within that structure or class. तो उस हिसाब से उसका साइज आएगा और उस हिसाब से वो वैल्यू आएगा. So I'm going to start my the Eclipse here. So I'm starting my Eclipse, and this is a unit 1, and under unit 1 we are going to create the 4 different practical here. So if you see the syllabus here, okay, तो यहाँ पे आप syllabus देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा. Let me check ठीक है। अच्छा, उस सिलेबस के हिसाब से ही मैं सिखा रहा हूँ। सो आई एम चूजिंग माय unit 1 now. Okay, so I'm going to create the unit 1 practically here. So there are n number of practicals, so I'm going to use unit 1 here. Huh. So in future you will get all kind of what the all kind of practicals under one name. तो यहाँ पे आप मेरा एव ड्राइव है और यहाँ पे एक यहाँ पे मेरा एक यूनिट 1 का ओके एक फोल्डर क्रिएट हो रहा है और यहाँ पे एक मेटा डेटा क्रिएट हो रहा है। ओके, सो आई एम गोइंग टू use this. I don't want to create the hello world application, so I'm choosing okay project name. So I'm choosing a unit 1 practicals here. So my project. Okay, so you are going to use whatever the existing standard edition of what Java. So it depends upon your wish. It depends upon your wish, and you are going to don't create a module here. So what is module? We are going to see afterward. Okay, I'm clicking on next here. So unit 1 is created. I'm using Eclipse because it's consume the less memory. Okay, so a lot of errors I'm going to generate here, so you can easily find out the how I'm going to sort it out those error here. Okay, तो आप कोई भी चीज कॉपी पेस्ट में इजी रहती है, लाइफ आसान हो जाता है। सो मैं लाइफ आसान करने की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। ओके, so remember, if you want to learn something, you have to do a number of mistakes. Okay, और उस मिस्टेक्स में से हम लोग एरर जब आते हैं, जैसे दाग अच्छे हैं वैसे हम बोल सकते हैं एरर अच्छे हैं। ओके, एरर अच्छे है का मतलब ये है कि वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न द टेक्नोलॉजी टू सॉर्टिंग आउट द एरर हियर। दैट डजंट मीन्स कि एरर आ रहा है तो इस बंदे को कुछ नहीं आता है, ओके, या वो प्रिपेयर नहीं है। ओके, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट, because I'm not going to copy paste entire code, so I'm going to show you from the scratch here. Okay, so I'm clicking on finish here. So this is my unit 1 practicals is ready to accept the value here. So if you see this is my practical number 1, and I'm going to write these comments here. So understand the generic class, and I'm going to write a generic class here. So I'm choosing new and clicking on the class. Okay, so this is a package. If you want to put a package, by default it is a source, so you don't need to. Okay, and you require a public static a part here, so it depends upon your wish, and you are going to use this. So I'm just writing a generic class example here. Okay, so if you want to implement under public static void main, then you are allowed to. Otherwise you want to keep this separately, you are allowed to keep. So I'm just not initially implement any kind of what the uh, so now I want to increase the font size, so I'm doing that, so you people can able to see the content. अपीयरेंस में मैं लास्ट टाइम हमने एडिटर के अंदर, टेक्स्ट एडिटर के अंदर font or color. Colors and font, and I'm going to use a basic here, or मैं simple text के text font increase करना चाहता हूँ. So instead of 10 I am using 18 here, so we are able to see the font. Yeah, great. So I'm making I always write the comments here /star. This is, yeah, अच्छी आदत है मुझे ये आपको सिखानी. So you are supposed to write your name here. So my name, okay, I'm writing here, and I'm going to write the date here. So today's date is 25 Jan 2022, and I'm going to write the aim of what those. So write a Java program to demonstrate a generic class here. Okay, so this is a normal class. So I have not yet defined any kind of a generic class. So if you are not able to define any general class of specific type, then you are going to use a T here. So T indicate that any type. Okay, so you can create any type of what the classes here. Okay, and when you mention this T, so this is a generic class here. तो इस generic class में हम T की जगह कौन सा भी data type क्या कर सकते हैं, ले सकते हैं. And whatever the data type you are using, that data type you are supposed to uh, use here. So when I'm using T, so if I want to create a generic class of integer kind, then this T is replaced with integer. When I'm defining data type of student kind, then this will replace with the student, and this is a data type of what the variable. So I'm choosing, so D variable stands for data type of what the variable. Okay, so this is a declaration, and private means this accessibility where you are using this. And now I'm going to add a setter and getter here. So you already learned the setter and getter part here. So I'm choosing this, selecting and generate the setter and getter method. So if you see, so this is gateway dv variable and set the variable, means it will return the data type. And simple, when you are creating a property, so you know the actual use of what that property is. You want to assign some value, okay, and once you assign some value, so it's keep on changing its data type and behavior accordingly. Okay, जब आप इसको इंटीजर वैल्यू पास करते हो, फ्लोट पास करते हो, तो उन सबका बिहेवियर उस डेटा टाइप के हिसाब से चले. Otherwise you should declare those things. So that's why we are calling this generic. Okay, so generic means whatever the definition you are using, it is applicable for all primitive data type. तो जितने भी primitive data type यहाँ पे हमने learn किए हैं, okay, तो ये सब primitive data type के लिए मैं generic class निकालना. So this class is applicable for all car, in, float, double and bool kind, not void. Okay, क्योंकि void का size ही नहीं रहता. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm choosing public, okay, static void main and string arguments. So this is my main class, and now I want to create an object of what, generic class. So I'm writing a generic class example here, and I'm going to create of integer kind of a variable. So if I'm choosing integer here, okay, so it is an integer variable, so I'm choosing int var, and it is a reference type, so I have to use new generic class. एग्जाम्पल तो मेरे पास इंटीजर टाइप का क्या हो गया, वेरिएबल क्रिएट हो गया, एंड आई कैन सेट इंटीजर वैल्यू and I can set return the integer value. Similarly, I can create a float kind of what. So I'm choosing generic class example, which is a float kind here, or double client. Okay, so here I'm using a float, and I'm using a float var equal to new generic class example, and I have to put a data type here. So here I am going to mention, I forget to put these two part here, so it indicates that you people are creating the generic kind of what the variable. So want to set the integer value, so int var dot, so there is a set variable of integer kind, so I'm putting an integer value that is 10, and for float var I'm choosing a set. Now see 10.35, f is a suffix we are using uh, for indicate it's a float value. Or similarly, I'm using a generic class for another data type called as a string. So I'm choosing strvar. You can give any name to your existing. Okay, and if you look at, so here I'm using strvar dot set d variable, and here I'm writing Sukhiram. Okay, so I handle integer kind of data, handle float kind of data, handle string kind of data, and now I want to print those variable here. Okay, so simple, system dot out dot println here, and I'm saying integer value equal to, so I'm choosing a plus sign and calling get int var dot. So there is a get the variable, so it's going to return integer value here. Okay, similarly system dot out dot println whatever the integer value you are defining, so this is a float value equal, so I'm choosing a float var variable and get the variable. The methods are also generic, and it's keep on changing, uh, and because it's taking a different kind of what the data type. Okay, and here I'm using string value equal to again strvar and then get d variable. So every time get d variable is a common here, and set d variable is common, but it's keep on taking what three different kind of data type, because I have created a generic class of different data type. Okay, so this is a collection, because where we are actually using this, we are using these at the time of when you are creating application inside the एंड्रॉयड. ओके, एंड्रॉयड के अंदर जब ये एप्लीकेशन बनाते हो, जैसे इफ यू सी the so this is my, let me show. I'm looking for the lab connecting. Okay, so I'm using my earphone. Okay, so wants to show actual generic part here. So Yeah, uh, clicking on. अच्छा, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, सेटअप तो किया था मैंने. Yeah, so A70. So I'm just loading my phone screen. One minute. Uh, yeah. Uh, Now it's working. Connected. Showing connected. We can't connect. There are two phones, I think, and supposed to show message तो ठीक है. सेटिंग में जाएंगे. I will show you in the next class, because maybe some different uh, connection, internet connection it has, and that is the reason. But let me show the output here. So I'm pressing right click here and I wants to uh, run this application. So I'm running this as a Java application here, and it's going to show the output here. So if you look at the output is integer value, float value, and string value. Okay. So what is this generic class means? A generic class is nothing but it is a class where you can see different data type. Okay, so if you see the definition of what a generic class is. Okay, and if you see generic class, uh, this is Knight's Notes. This is a generic types tutorial uh, given by Oracle itself. Okay, so I would like to show the some part here. So it's showing a box, and this is an example, and they are passing n number of what the type. It's not only a single type you are supposed to pass. You can pass the n number. So Java generic methods and generic class enable programmers to specify with a single method declaration set of related methods or single class declaration set of related types. Okay, so generic concept and generic method. So we are going to see the generic method also. Okay, so there are four next example I'm going to show you, but in this example if you see the generic class and generic method here. So if you see my where is my okay uh, ये मेरा ये किधर गया. Okay, practical journal, that is in e advanced Java PDF. प्रैक्टिकल जरूर, ये नहीं है ना, हाँ यही है, हाँ. Okay, so I'm talking about this example. Okay, और ये अब कभी मैंने किया था, उन्होंने सब निकाल दिया. So this is the output. So you are supposed to use this. Now we are going to understand the next part, and that is a type. Okay, type of what? The generic methods. So if you look at that, so there are following kind of what the generic methods. So type, element, key, value, and number. So please understand all these take, key, and kind of what the part. So let us write a program in that using a generic method. So I'm going to create another class by choosing a class here, and I'm giving the generic method 1 2 3. तो मेरे पास ये 1 2 3 4 5 है. So I'm going to create 3 different method with 3 different example here. So this is generic method 1, then key and value दोनों साथ में. Okay, that is called as a pair. And the third part which I'm going to show you, that is we are using a wildcard and all other stuff. But so type you already cover. We are going to understand what is an element, and we are going to understand what is k and v, and what is the use of kv types and sv type here. Okay, so this all stuff we are going to understand here. So this is element. Okay, e type. So let us move to uh, understand generic method here. So I'm choosing a generic method. Example 1. Okay, दो एग्जाम्पल है मेरे पास, public static. So this is generic method example 1. So let us understand. Okay, so here again author, और मैं किस तरह से इसके ऊपर, so date is 25th Jan 2022, and aim to understand the generic method by using following type. Okay, so कितने type है? The first is T, second is E, third is key, and the fourth is V. Actually key and V are going together. So if you say T, key, V, okay, and N. Okay, so what is this? Type means a data type here. Okay, of integer kind. Okay, so all primitive data type. Okay, as well as non-primitive data type. If you are using a structure or class as a data type, you are allowed to do so. I simply mention a data type instead of what the primitive. Then E stands for element. So what kind of element I am going to talk about? Key stands for key, K stands for key, V stands for value, and N stands for number here. Okay, so this is a number numeric kind of what the part here. Okay, so when you are talking about generic method, okay, so let me introduce. Before that, there are two kind of what the variable here. We already learned the class type and the array type. So this is my two types of data. and two types of variable. Okay, value type and reference type. So I'm saving this. I'm going to call this as a concept visualization. Okay, that is known as a CV, and that CV I'm showing related to a data type here. Okay, so I'm creating the new CV concept visualization. So there are two kind of variable uh, inside the class. So when you define a class here, so suppose this is my class. Okay, and if I'm using this, and if I'm using, okay, this and this is my class. Okay, and when I'm declaring a variable as a static here, okay, so this is known as a static variable, and this is known as an instance variable. So whatever variable you are declaring, okay, for example, so I'm declaring this variable as a static int count. Okay, and other variable which I'm declaring here as a int roll number. Okay, and another variable I'm declaring as a, okay, string name here. So I'm going to collect the student roll number and name, and I always, this is a class called as a student here. Okay, so what is the actual use of what? The static variable and the instance variable. Understand this difference. Similarly, you can create a static method here. Okay, so one meter. So you came to know why people are using a static keyword with the help of this example. तो फिर आपको static public static void main का मतलब भी समझेगा. Okay, so this is my static methods. Okay, so this is my increase count static method. Okay, and which is a method of static kind. तो ये सब कंसेप्ट आपके क्लियर होने चाहिए. So this is my static method, and there are other methods which is n number of methods, and all are instance method. Get data, show data, okay, input data, whatever. So this is my instance method here. ओके, सो ये मेरा क्लास है स्टूडेंट, एंड व्हेन आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ ऑब्जेक्ट, ओके, तो मैं स्टूडेंट के ओके अलग अलग ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहा हूँ. सो दिस इज माई S1, S2, S3. So this is my S1 object. Okay, so there is an instance variable, means each copy of what variable is created here. Okay, हर एक का एक कॉपी बन जाएगा S1, S2 and S3 here. So when we are talking about the instance variable, so instance variable, there is a each copy is created separately for each instance variable. हर एक इंस्टेंस वेरिएबल के लिए हर एक का एक कॉपी बन जाएगा. Okay, so when you are talking about S1, so S1 can initialize the value of their variable. So S1 के अंदर एक कॉपी बन जाएगा रोल नंबर के लिए और नेम के लिए. So people will assign some value here. So I'm saying roll number equal to 1, okay, and name equal to some A. Okay, so if you see, and same thing we are going to show here. Roll number equal to 2 and name is BBB, and roll number equal to 3 and name is CCC. So I'm just duplicating it and giving a different value here. So it's a roll number 2 and BBBP, okay, and roll number 3 and CCC. Okay, so each copy of a variable is get created, and when you are talking about static variable, also known as a class variable, okay, and it is accessed by a class name. Okay, you can't access by student. जैसे हम इसको S1 डॉट रोल नंबर बोलते हैं, so I can choose S1 dot roll number, okay, and S1 dot name. So it's going to print roll number and name accordingly later. But in case of count is my part. So in that case, S1 is sharing, okay, the variable. So sharing is important, and all these three objects, so there is no separate copy, only single copy, okay, shared by all the instances. Okay, sharing is taking place. So remember, when you are using a class variable, and the class variable, if it is a static keyword we are using, that means you are sharing this variable here. Okay, so sharing is taking place here. So I'm just so whomsoever is changing the value, that change value is available to whom other object. तो अगर ये शेयर कर रहा है, तो अगर इस बंदे ने काउंट इंक्रीज किया, तो इंक्रीज किया हुआ काउंट, ओके, इस ऑब्जेक्ट को मिलेगा. ओके, हर एक ऑब्जेक्ट उस वेरिएबल को शेयर कर रहा है. सो देयर इज अ सिंगल कॉपी अवेलेबल टू व्हाट ईच ऑब्जेक्ट, and you can access these with the help of class name. तो ये स्टूडेंट डॉट क्या बोलेगा शेयरिंग करने के लिए, सो इट्स गोइंग टू एक्सेस दिस with using okay the student dot count here. तो मैं यहाँ पे student dot count बोल के उसको एक्सेस करूँगा. सो सेम थिंग okay student dot count. So you are not using, you are using a class name here. So remember class name is important और हमेशा क्लास नेम यूज होता है, इंस्टेंस नेम नहीं होता है इस वेरिएबल को क्लास का. So if you remember, there is a class in Java called as a JFrame. Okay, or if you remember, there is a class called as a JLabel, and there is a align. Okay, value. When you say JLabel left, so it will align a left. So all static variable always this ये actually strategy है. It is always in what uppercase. Okay, एक्चुअली ये प्रॉपर स्ट्रैटेजी लोगों ने डिसाइड किया. सो जो भी अपर केस में रहेगा ना वो एक्चुअली स्टैटिक वेरिएबल है. ओके, जो क्लास में शेयर करने के लिए यूज किया. सो व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग लेफ्ट राइट, इफ यू रिमेंबर, so there is a layout and you are using J layout and you are actually aligning new frame J layout and you are using dot operator and you are setting left right and center there if you remember. तो student count हम यहाँ पे directly call कर सकते हैं. Similarly static method, so there is a single copy available and that is shared among what ones. तो इसका override function नहीं होता है. ओके, डेफिनेशन बदल सकते हैं. तो गली का दादा एक ही होता है, दूसरा भाई आ गया तो झगड़ा हो जाएंगे इसमें. ओके, मारा मारी करेंगे, गैंग वॉर हो जाएगा. तो दोनों में से एक को खत्म करना पड़ेगा तो दूसरा रूल करेगा और शागिर्द उसके सब उस भाई को क्या करेंगे, उसके अंडर काम करेंगे काइंड ऑफ. ओके, ये आपने बहुत सारी हिंदी मूवी में देखा होगा. So that is the reason main I want a copy of what the main method single. I want a single copy of main method. तो अगर उसको single and which is shared among all the object. So that is the reason हम उसको बोलते हैं ये पब्लिकली अवेलेबल होना चाहिए. सिंगल कॉपी है तो वो स्टैटिक, वो कुछ भी रिटर्न नहीं करेगा, इसलिए void and that's why public static void mean. And we can pass a number of arguments dynamically here, okay, inside the main. And that is the reason every Java application must require at least one main method. और जिस क्लास में ये मेन मेथड लिखी गई उसी क्लास का नाम उस प्रोजेक्ट को दिया जाता है. ओके, तो मैं n नंबर ऑफ क्लास बना सकता हूं लेकिन मेरा मेन मेथड तो एक ही रहेगा. सो इफ आई एम ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट अनदर मेन मेथड, तो यहाँ तो मैंने दो मेन मेथड बनाए क्योंकि मैं इसको सेपरेटली रन कर रहा हूं इसलिए. ओके, लेकिन इन सबको टेस्ट करना है मुझे एक ही इसमें, तो मुझे यहाँ का मेन निकालना पड़ेगा. और ये मेरे सेपरेट प्रैक्टिकल है, एज ए सेपरेट प्रोजेक्ट है, इसलिए मैंने दो मेन लिखे. लेकिन अगर मैं इसको अगर रन करना चाहूंगा एज ए सिंगल यूनिट, तो अभी वो मेन का एरर देगा. वो बोलेगा डिफॉल्ट मेन ही मैं एग्जीक्यूट करूंगा, ये इस मेन को नहीं करूंगा, एग्जाम्पल 1. तो मुझे इसको सेपरेटली ही रन करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड the hope you understood the main method and the static method. So I am going to show you this with the help of example. So there is a class and here I'm writing understand. Okay, static and okay instance. हाँ, सो ये मेरा क्लास है जिसमें मैं स्टैटिक्स और इंस्टेंस के बारे में आपको यहाँ पे कुछ क्रिएट करना चाहता हूँ. सो आई एम जस्ट creating a class called as a static. 1 minute. हॅलो महत्वाचं आहे का? माझं बोल. आधार कार्डच लागणार. हां 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 हां. So here I'm using uh, the static method here. So I'm choosing a static method already there. So I'm creating static int count here. Okay. तो यहाँ पे मैं int count यूज कर रहा हूँ. ओके, ये मेरा क्लास है और मेरे ये डेटा मेंबर है. सो इफ यू सी प्राइवेट. Okay, so if I'm using a keyword called as a private public, so I want to show you, and if I'm using a private static, okay, and private int a roll number here. Okay, and I don't want to use this. I'm going to create a class called as a student here instead of so I'm creating a class student. आप यहाँ पे please understand this is very important, and inside that I'm not going to use so I'm using private static int count and private okay roll number. So I'm choosing my private int roll number and private string नेम है. तो मेरे पास अभी एक काउंट रोल नंबर नेम है. ये व्हाई आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग दिस बिकॉज आई वांट टू एक्सप्लेन व्हाट इज एलिमेंट हियर, और वो स्टैटिक एलिमेंट क्यों रहना चाहिए उसके पीछे ये रीजन है. सो आई नीड अ प्राइवेट instead of private I'm choosing a public and say void. Okay, and increase account here. ओके, तो यहाँ पे मैं अगर काउंट इंक्रीज कर रहा हूँ और यहाँ पे मैं काउंट प्लस प्लस लिखूंगा, so it's going to increase the count here. So what happened here? Okay, it's supposed to use the static method. Let me check why it's not showing me the error here. It's supposed to show the error. Public void and print count here. So I'm going to print the count. Yeah, it's showing and I want to print the count system dot out dot println here, and the count equal to plus count here. So whatever the value is there, I'm just going to use this. Okay, and I'm going to use roll number and name by using public void so need the setter and getter. So I simply create generate a setter and getter. So I need a name roll number for setter and getter here and generating here, for not for count here. Okay, and wants to print a data. So public void print data will display the roll number and the data here. Okay, so I'm choosing the system dot out dot println here and say roll number equal to plus, so there is a get roll number. So I have to use this method called as a get roll number. So I'm going to print that roll number here and system dot println name equal to and I'm simply write get name here. So it's going to generate a name. तो यहाँ पे मैंने ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया है, saving it. So wants to create the object. One is static, okay, and two are instance variable. So it's supposed to use increase and decrease count, और यहाँ पे मैं I'm going to create the student object here. Student s1 equal to new student here, and assigning, so it's saying that student is small n. So constructor नहीं define किया तो भी it will so set roll number equal to 1 and set name equal to Sukhiram. Okay, and I'm using s1 dot. So if I use directly, okay, the print count, so I'm choosing student dot. Okay, so when I'm choosing a student dot, so it's not going to give me a method, okay, here, because this method is supposed to use uh, what, the static. So student part going to call when we are using this increase count as a static here. So it's going to increase the count by 1, and I'm going to use a static keyword here. तो ये मैं इसके साथ यूज कर सकता हूँ. So student, now it's increase count, so I'm going to increase the count and it's going to print the count here. Okay, now I'm creating another set roll number. So need another object of student kind. So student s2 equal to new student. तो अगर मैं इसको कंस्ट्रक्टर में भी कॉल करता हूँ तो भी चलेगा. s2 डॉट सेट रोल नंबर इक्वल टू 2 and s2 dot set name equal to Dukhiram. Okay, so I'm going to call this increase count, print count, and print data here. So for print data I have to use this part here. So I just want to repeat this for s2 also. So please understand, I am calling these static and a reference variable in different way, static and other two variables. So I am running this. So if you look at that, there are two objects. So this is account 1 initially, and roll number 1 and Sukhiram is there, and then there is a increase count, that is account 2, and then it's going to print the data of Sukhiram. So what happened here? So reinitialization is not taking place. Reinitialization is not taking place because the previous value which count has is actually, and there are separate instance variable are available in roll number and the object. So if you see, if you keep a watch on the ऑब्जेक्ट, तो जब इस ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर आप ये वॉच रखते हो तो आपको पता चलेगा कि स्टैटिक एक अलग जगह पे और उसका एक इंस्टेंस अलग जगह पे कॉल होता है. ओके, सो आई वुड लाइक टू शो यू debug wants to check and wants to मैं डिबगिंग बाद में दिखाऊंगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे मुझे थोड़ा सा एनवायरनमेंट का मुझे लर्न करना पड़ेगा. आई फॉरगेट. ओके, कि इस तरह से बट व्हाट आई एक्सप्लेन राइट नाउ इट इज separate copy of one tag and you are going to use this with the help of a class name. तो ये class name के साथ मैंने ये किया. So let us move to a method right now and I'm going to create the element here. So if you look at E stands for element, and if you are saying it is a static kind of what elements means, when you are defining this as a static kind of elements mean it is shared by uh, all the objects. So whatever the elements are there, okay, you are going to change those elements according to this. So your array is any kind of array. It's an integer array, it is a double array, and it is a character array. Okay, and when you are passing this as an input array, so whatever the data type is there, it's going to replace here and it's going to print those element here. So for each part is there, and it will print the value accordingly. So integer array, character array, and double array you can declare, okay, inside of your main. Okay, and you are passing this as an element. So let us understand what is the static methods. So we are going to define a static methods here. Okay, so I'm choosing a public and static, and here I'm using e stands for element, any kind of what element, and I can define any kind of what the array. So its return data type is not, you can return an array, or you simply don't want to do any kind of what. So instead of type, because you are handling an array right now, so you require an element here, e. Okay, so if you want single type, then you are going to choose a t, which you already learned. So now I want to handle an array, so I'm going to print an array here and wants to pass an array as an element here. So element array, and you can give any name. Okay, so so this is a reference name we are supposed to use. So whatever the elements I'm sending across this input array, so what happened here? So my element will decided at runtime, and it will print. So use of for each. Okay, so for each loop in Java, you people are using by simply use for, or otherwise you are allowed to use int I equal to 0 and I is less than e dot length kind of what part, and you can choose I plus plus here. So this is you can use for printing an array here. So what is a length here? Length is a size of an array here. Okay. And you know what element it is not yet defined, but the better part here, array is not yet defined. So the people are using for each loop, and for that for each loop you simply use object of what, then array, and you are asking you what kind of elements you are passing here. So मैं यहाँ पे एक एक एलिमेंट E kind of element I am putting here, and I'm going to print those values. Stem.out.print ln. So it's keep on printing the value, okay, by simply using a element. So it's keep on entering a value, okay, element kind of value it will print. So what happened here? So let me show. So when we are calling a generic method, I don't know what kind of data I'm going to pass here. So so there are n number of what an array here, okay. So this is an integer kind of array. If I'm saying it's a 10, 20, okay, and 30, 40, whatever. So I don't know the size of an array here. So it's depends upon the initialization I have created. So accordingly, the array size is decided. Okay, so there are 7 elements. Suppose, okay, I declare. So this is an integer kind of array, and next array is my uh, suppose the next array is my character kind of array, and simply write he, okay, e l double l, okay, and o. So it is in different in size here. So this is hello, it's a character array, and third one is the double array. It's taking a double value. Okay, so I'm choosing 12.56. I'm just deleting it. Okay, so 12.45. So it's keep on. It's 12.45. 45.25.12 and 100 dot 10 dot 42 and some 11 dot 11 and 22 dot 22. So this is a double array. Okay, so in सबका नाम है. So when I'm declaring e here, so what do you mean by e? As I told you, all are dynamic. Each one has, okay, एड्रेस. तो इन तीनों को एड्रेस है और बेस एड्रेस है. सो इसका सपोज बेस एड्रेस है 1001. तो जेनेरिक काम कैसे करता है ये मैं बताना चाहता हूँ. ओके, और इसका बेस एड्रेस है 2002 एंड इसका बेस एड्रेस है 3003 सपोज. सो व्हाटएवर मे बी माय ई एलिमेंट्स, उसको पता नहीं है कि पहले एरे में कितने एलिमेंट्स आएंगे, दूसरे एरे में कितने एलिमेंट्स आएंगे. सो इज ओनली referring the value here. So this is my element e. उसको लेना देना नहीं है कि ये इंटीजर है या उसको खाली रेफरेंस से मतलब है. ओके, so it's keep on changing the references here. So the first time is referring an array to integer kind. Okay, so next time is going to refer an array of okay the character type, and next time is going to refer an array of हाँ, an array of the float kind. तो e का खाली अंदर के एलिमेंट्स में जाके so it's keep on changing the value of an address. Initially it is 1001. The next it's going to refer 2001, and in next is going to call the 3001. So what it's going to do, the print array is keep on referring a different array. So you are just passing each one has the reference value. तो इसका नाम है int arr. तो मैंने अगर इसको int arr बनाया, इंटीजर आए, who is holding the address of 1001. तो इसका मतलब ये है, it is actually like this. So int array is referring the references here. Okay, and this is sent across the e के पास int array भेज दिया जाता है. फिर आई एम टेकिंग 1 minute more. ओके, फिर ये दूसरा एरे है, दूसरा एरे का नाम है chr array. Okay, it's referring to 2001, and third array is what? Third array is a float array or double array, I can say dbl array, and it's referring 3001 location. So what happened here? So here each time my print array is calling this element, and each one is sending this address across the e. तो इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं. इंट एरे बोलता है मैं जाऊंगा पहले ई को, फिर बाद में chr एरे डायनामिकली बोलता है. सो इट्स अ जेनेरिक मेथड who are keep on calling the references here. ओके, और फिर लास्ट में double array is getting called here by e element. Okay, so this is all about, and if you see this example here, so you came to know there is an int array, there is a double array, and there is a char array, and we are passing int array, double array and char array here, और a element के पास उसका खाली address जाता है, and he is going to access the element from that specific array. So it's going to print 1 2 3 4 5 6, is going to print 1.45 2.35 5.6, and it's going to print hello. Okay, so that example I'm going to show here by simply declaring an array. So I'm just using int array here, and declaring new int here, and inside that I'm going to use this value, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so आप जब इसके अंदर 1 2 3 4 5 6 डिक्लेयर करते हो, तो इसका मतलब you are initializing those an array element here. Okay, so look at that, and you are supposed to, हाँ हाँ 2 मिनट सर, 2 मिनट. ओके, तो यहाँ पे मैं आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू यूज न्यू इंट हियर, आई सिंपली राइट this part. So int array, similarly I'm going to call char array, and I'm using this character array here. And you are declaring hello here, a comma l comma l comma o. Okay, and the last one is double array. So I'm choosing a double, and so D array, double array, DBL array. And you are using this 12.34, 3.36 comma 34.56. तीन एलिमेंट मेरे को उसका लेना देना नहीं. I just want to check the behavior of all the same, and I'm just using print array is a method here. So this is my generic method. So I'm calling a print array method and passing my int aray, and print array. I'm passing my car array, and I'm passing my print array here, then dbl array. Okay, so they are saying it is static because we are going to use a main method, a static main method here. So let me check. The spelling is wrong here, so I'm choosing a here. Okay, why I'm using this static method here? Because print array uh, element, I'm passing this as a static here. So it's saying that you are using a generic method uh, print array because you are going to use क्या हुआ. हाँ, पब्लिक स्टैटिक बराबर है, पब्लिक ही है ना. Public static element p void print array. What happened here? Input array. Why showing the not applicable in the argument int array? int array में क्या हुआ है गड़बड़. int array, car array, डबल array सही है. फिर क्या है. Print array, int array, double array. Yeah, it's correct. Why it's showing error here? Let me check. तो सेव कर रहा हूँ मैं. Method print array of generic type. Yeah, it is a generic type. Void print array, public static. ये बराबर है ये. void print array a input array, ये तो हमने सही लिखा है. Let me check in the next class because I will on Thursday I will continue with this part because